Most people imagine military selection as an endless physical grind. But the true test at the Services Selection Board, or SSB, happens entirely in the mind. Over 5 grueling days, the board evaluates how you think when you are pushed to absolute exhaustion. The SSB operates as an X-ray of your character. Assessors are hunting for specific traits called officer-like qualities, or OLQs. These are innate leadership instincts that prove you can command a unit under fire, not whether you can memorize a textbook. To survive the selection process and earn the uniform, an aspirant must first awaken these 9 specific internal powers. You have to forge a commander's mindset before you even step foot on the testing grounds. Look at this first principle, or determination. Before you fill out a single application form, you have to scale the mountain in your own mind. You must define a concrete, unbreakable reason for wanting to join the armed forces. Once your goal is set, initial motivation quickly fades. This power is anushasan, discipline. The selection board spots candidates who rely on fleeting inspiration and drops them. They want to see a daily, relentless grind. On day 1 and day 2 of the SSB, you face the screening and situation reaction tests, known as SRTs. You are bombarded with rapid-fire scenarios. To survive, you need the third power, hyper-awareness. Your mind must be sharp, focused, and instantly responsive. Total discipline and absolute hypervigilance. These are the mandatory prerequisites. You have to lock these in before the physical testing even begins. Then the environment completely shifts. By day 3 and 4, you leave the quiet testing halls and enter the Group Testing Officer, or GTO, phase. You are thrust into mud, tangled ropes, and heavy wooden planks. The mental power you forged in silence now has to translate to physical action. In the chaos of a group task, the crowd waits for someone to make a move. It's the fourth power, initiative. A leader analyzes the obstacle, creates a workable vision, and takes that critical first step while others are still hesitating. But stepping out first isn't enough. The fifth power, responsibility. True leadership is not standing at the finish line barking orders. It is physically shouldering the burden of a teammate who is struggling with the load. The assessors are watching closely. Command on the physical battlefield is measured by a very simple metric: who initiates the action and who ensures every single person crosses the finish line. When you are balancing on a thin rope 10 feet in the air, your greatest enemy is not the obstacle, it is your own internal fear of falling and your fear of judgment. The sixth power, courage. You have to actively hunt down and destroy that hesitation in your own mind. By the afternoon of day 4, your muscles are screaming. You are completely exhausted. Here, you need the vital resilience that is required to keep pushing forward when your body has entirely broken down. Physical strength has a strict limit. When it runs out on the obstacle course, only pure grit and the courage to face failure will keep you moving. Then comes day 5. The mud, the shouting, and the physical exhaustion fade away. You find yourself alone in a quiet, brightly lit room, sitting across from the selection board for your personal interview and the final conference. Here, the board cross-checks everything you did in the psychology tests and the GTO tasks. They are searching for the 8th power, absolute integrity. If you fabricated a personality or rehearsed fake answers, the pressure of this room will expose it instantly. The journey culminates for effective intelligence. This is the moment of execution. Every ounce of your planning, your discipline, and your physical effort merges into sharp, decisive, and intelligent action in front of the board. In this final evaluation, a rehearsed perfect answer means nothing. Genuine, unshakable character outshines everything else, because true integrity cannot be faked under pressure. Earning the stars on your shoulders and putting on the uniform is the physical realization of this long journey. It is the reward for surviving the crucible. The 5-day SSB gauntlet requires a complete 9-part transformation of the soul. The framework has been laid out. Your true test starts in your mind today. Which one of these powers do you need to awaken right now to solidify your determination? Tell us in the comments and go claim your victory.